else worked. When they threw it against the wall, nothing stuck.
So they were like, you know what?
Just fell. So somebody in the, on the stuffed shirt said, well, I think the best thing we can do is just act like we're too big for that.
You don't have the volume. Yeah, that's it. But I think that's a big mistake by BlackBerry, not BlackBerry, by Netflix, not to include the BlackBerry on the doesn't mean not to include BlackBerry, not to include Netflix on BlackBerry's network. Now they're saying there's a little thing with OS 10, and that OS 10 presents a little bit of problem, but I mean that's minor. You have any kind of competent engineers, software engineers, or programmers, they can easily figure out a way to put Netflix. I mean that just doesn't make any sense. You're on Android, you're on iOS, you're on even Windows. Come on. I mean, those are three totally different platforms, and somehow BlackBerry poses a problem that you can't, and then you just go, well, you don't have the volume. Nah, that just doesn't sound right. And if Netflix is going to survive, even if they're in bed with someone else, if they're going to survive, because things are changing, and Netflix, if they're going to really survive, because you have these aerial companies, you have ABC, all these companies are now starting to stream, Rabbit TV, all of these other, Google TV, and now Xbox One has a deal with Comcast. You know what I'm saying? They're getting a deal with Comcast so that they can be you don't have to get a cable box from Comcast. You can just use Xbox One as your cable box. So I'm saying Netflix has to, they have to be careful. You don't want to burn bridges, so when you need extra people, now you already publicly said this, and BlackBerry said, you know what, nah.
Yeah, you remember what Yahoo did? What was it before? And then they woke up now, and there was a deal that they didn't.
Oh, that was with Daily Motion. Yeah, where they wanted 71%. Government said, we'll give you 50%, and Yahoo said, nah, we're not taking it. And it's like, why? Why wouldn't you take it when you need that video content delivery system like a YouTube? I mean, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So we're going to see what happens with BlackBerry, with Netflix. If this comes back to haunt them, we just got to wait and see. Well, coming up after the break, we got the newest version. We're talking about BlackBerry, and this one is definitely for Devon. All of the Devons out there, the CEOs, the big wigs. I'm telling you, this next story will tell you why I said this is for Devon. But if you want to know, you got to come back. This is a story that I know people like Devon, they're going to jump on it. But I'm not going to say any more. We'll be right back after the break to tell you more about it.
ShockwaveSound.com. ShockwaveSound.com. Preview.
All right, just as promised, we are back here on Tech Pulse, and we're going to get right into that story that we told you. That story that is definitely for the one called Devon. I mean, anyone that's a Devon out there, when you say, what do you mean a Devon? I mean a bigwig. Someone that controls their own destiny. Someone that commands millions at their disposal. You see, a head of major multinational corporations. That's what we're talking about. And that's what this next story is talking about, according to the Crackberry website, right? Porsche has come out with their own version of the BlackBerry design, and they announced the gold BlackBerry P9981. Now, let me tell you about this thing. You know, there's a BlackBerry 10 phone, and it is covered, and it's not covered, sorry. It's made from a block of solid 24 karat gold. That's what this phone is made from, a block of 24 karat gold. It's made up of, stainless steel case with a gold colored titanium coating, and it was also milled from a solid block of 24 karat gold that houses this thing. It's a limited edition phone that's coming out, and only I think they said 25 handsets are going to be available worldwide. So, and it's going to be available in July from certain Porsche design stores. So if you're someone who has to have a mint limited, and let me show you this thing. Let me show you, because just saying it is not enough. You need to see this phone. I mean, you know, because Devon right now is looking at it and saying, oh yeah, I'm back in the BlackBerry world. Because, you know, for those of you who don't know, Devon used to be in the BlackBerry world. The guy was a major CEO for one of the biggest banks in the world. And so now he's looking at this and he's saying, yes, this is the phone I need to put me back on top. There it is. That right there is a 24 karat gold casing right there with titanium as its underbelly, as its base. Not the back part, that's rubberized, and then you have a gold thing where the camera is. Rubberized so it can grip it. You know what I'm saying? But inside, under that rubber, is titanium housing. That top is gold, solid gold right there. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this phone, and only 25 of them. And that you see how that layer, right? That was carved specifically to fit the screen. And the keyboard carved out of a block of 24 karat gold with titanium shell inside, and that rubberized on the outside to make sure you don't drop that, because you don't want to drop a phone that's worth millions right there. 24 karat gold, and there's only 25 made worldwide.
That's why I won't be getting it. If I have to worry about dropping that bad boy, that's not a phone. No, if I have to worry about, you know, walking around with it and where it is. Yesterday when I was broadcasting that funeral, for a minute I couldn't find my phone. Can you imagine if that was this phone? I pulled out my gun in the funeral. Everybody, hands in the air.
Let me see your phone.
Let me see your phones. Everybody. No.
But they come out with these things. I mean, so I just figured the Tech Pulse fans have to know what's out there. 24 karat gold. Yeah, you're not gonna find that in stores. Only in select Porsche design retailers are gonna sell that, and there's only gonna be 25 in the world. So imagine, they didn't release a price, obviously, because if they have to tell you the price, that means you can't afford it. You just walk into the store and say, I want that. Yeah, if you gotta say, how much? Nah. Then they tell you, turn around, get out of here, get out.
That's why I won't be getting it. I'll have to ask some price. I'm at that stage in my life right now. How much is it?
How much do I have to pay?
Price first, please. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, we're going to head right into our next story, which is talking about the ASUS Transformer Book Hybrid Notebook. Now, many of you know the ASUS for Transformer for the, many of you know ASUS, but many of you know the ASUS Transformer is their tablet. That was their 10-inch, 7-inch, and 10-inch tablet that they came out with a while ago. Now they're coming out with a kind of a hybrid. So we just talked about MSI's new gaming laptop. Now we're going to scale it back a bit. If you want the Asus Transformer Book, you're looking for a good tablet, ultrabook type situation, you know, that comes with a keyboard. It can be a tablet, it can be a notebook. You're looking for something like that. Well, the Asus Transformer Book, what are they calling it? The Transformer Book, that's what they're calling it. The Asus Transformer Book is the first detachable ultrabook, meaning that the keyboard and the screen can be detached and you can just carry this thing around as a tablet. Now, this thing has been swirling around the tech industry for a while, and many people said that it was basically like vaporware. Vaporware meaning that, you know, like mist. It's a myth. It's not going to come out. After debuting to much fanfare a year ago, it encountered numerous delays. It even missed the critical holiday shopping season last year, so Asus had to pull it back. And now, finally, they have come out with this Ultrabook tablet notebook for $1,500. Devin is saying he's liking that already. It comes with a Core i7 processor, a third generation.
I have to do it on the name.
Core. A little bit high. But looks like once
I just figured out what the problem is.
Devin has figured out.
Go to break.
Figured out what the problem is. We're gonna take another quick break, and as soon as we get up and running back here in the studio, we're gonna take another quick break, and we're going to be right back after these messages. The studio.
Yeah, no, it's this plug right up here.